Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Yahweh, who the world generally calls God, and Yahushai, who the world generally calls Jesus Christ. Secondly, I'd like to give a double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who continue to teach this truth out there in the highways and byways, And salutations to all you Akim out there teaching the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai in truth and sincerity. All right? The name of this video is the Lord has Esau in a trick bag. All right? Because the so-called white man, whose biblical identity is Esau, whose forefather is Esau, or the nation of the Edomites, who is the forefather of the nation of the Edomites, which is the so-called white man, all right? He's in rulership right now. And him being in rulership has gotten to his head because the so-called white man is a proud man. All right, so he's in rulership right now. And the Israelites, the men of the Lord, all right, you men out there preaching the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, all right, and preaching his truth and the downfall of this wicked, sinful kingdom known as America and the wicked, sinful society known as the Western society, all right? You are the men of the Lord, man. All through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. You men that's going out there, doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, all right? So you're going out there, you're doing the work, you're posting your videos on YouTube, and the so-called white man, it's getting to him. So he's starting to retaliate. But he's not going to retaliate in the forefront. He's not going to retaliate face to face, because that's not how the so-called white man works. The way that the so-called white man does things is that he does things covertly. All right? And this new set of YouTube rules is exactly that. It's the so-called white man retaliating against, or trying to retaliate, or trying to stop the men of the Lord from spreading the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai and the downfall of his kingdom. All right? Downfall of Esau's kingdom. All right? But he thinks that that's going to stop it. But what the so-called white man doesn't know, the elites of the world, is that the Lord has them in a trick bag, man. Because there's honestly nothing you can do, man. The Lord is greater than any man. The Lord is greater than any amount of money, man. This is 2 Corinthians 13:8, and it reads, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." All right, so the so-called white man making his YouTube rules more strict and trying to derail the amount of videos brothers is uploading and trying to give brothers strikes and stuff, all that stuff is for naught, man. Because at the end of the day, you're just helping the truth even more, man. But the so-called white man doesn't understand that, man. Because he's a proud man. He thinks that he can control everything, but he can't. He can't control the fact that the Lord created him. You're not greater than your creator. Even though you like to think that you are, and you like to deny the creator. Just because you deny something, it doesn't mean that it's not true, man. All right? So the Lord got you in a trick bag, man, because there's nothing that you can do against the truth. All right? Everything that you do that involves the truth is, like it says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. All right? This is Job 12:16, and it reads, "With him is strength and wisdom." The him is talking about Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. It says, "The deceived and the deceiver are his." All right? So the Lord is in control of the deceived and the deceiver, man. The deceiver, the devil, is you so-called white man, man. The so-called white man, the nation of Edom. But not just you regular Joe six-pack Edomites. All right? The Lord, you're irrelevant, man. He's talking about the elites of the society. The men who rule in the shadows. All right? But guess what, man? You're under the control of the Lord ultimately too, man. This is the Lord's program. This isn't your program. This isn't the program of anyone, man, but Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. There's nothing that we have control over, man. We're just, the Lord is the planetary or the universal director, man. And we're just cast members, you know? And we just play our part, man. The elites, the so-called white man, all right? The so-called white men who rule in the shadows, man, they're the villain in this, all right? The nation of Edom as a whole is the villain. While the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, all right? When I say the nation of Israel, I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and the people that descend from them, all right? When I say the elect of them, I say the elect, and I make it clear because only the elect of the nation of Israel are going to get the truth, man. They're the only ones that are going to get the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on this side. All right? Because 2/3 of our people, as the scriptures read, are going to be cut off and died because they're not going to want to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You understand? So it says the deceiver and the deceived are his, man. This is the Lord's movie. So the elect are the hero, all right? The so-called white man and the nation of Edom are the villain, man. And everyone else is just extras. And we're just playing, we're just going through the movies, man. And we're in the climax of the movie, man. Where all the action happens. The so-called white man thinks he has actual control over what's going on, when in reality he doesn't, man. He's just a puppet of the Lord. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth whithersoever he will. All right, so ultimately the so-called white man doing that, it's just the Lord, you know, controlling him. You know, everything that the so-called white man does is put in his mind by the Lord, man, by the Heavenly Father. You hear? Everything that the so-called white man does, he's the king right now. He's the ruler of the world, man. But guess what? Even he is under the rulership of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is the creator of everything, man. Then everything is under his dominion, man. Even the rivers, the water, the ocean, the skies, the heavens, everything. It says, I'm going to read it once again. This is Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth whithersoever he will. All right, so at will, the Lord turneth the rivers. And at will, he controls the policies. He controls everything that the so-called white man does, man. Because the Lord's ultimate climax is World War III, man. The war in the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment. That's the climax. And everything that the so-called white man does is for that, man. Everything the so-called white man does is for that. All right? Everything is leading to World War III, man. And World War III leads to race wars and discourse among the people and sedition among men. And then that leads into the mark of the beast. And then that leads ultimately to the salvation of the nation of Israel. And the ushering in of the kingdom, man. This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, and that's the time we're coming into, man. This is prophecy. All right, the famine of the word is on its way, man. And the more YouTube gets more and more constringent with their rules, and as the police and all these other people continue to, you know, essentially harass the men of the Lord on the highways and byways, and as things get worse and worse and worse in terms of society, there's going to be a famine of the word, man. There's going to be no more going out in the highways and byways. There's going to be none of that. And there's going to be none of that because it's not going to be the time for that anymore, man. The elect is going to be sealed, and there's going to be no point of us being out there, man. And guess what? That's when people are going to be looking for us. That's when people are going to be looking for the crazy guys yelling out there in the Heights or on 34th Street or on 42nd Street, man, and all the other past locations where the apostles and elders have gone to preach the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. But when that famine comes, man, a famine is the complete lack of. When that famine comes, when the famine of the word comes, man, it's going to be a big deal, man. Things are going to be getting bad because people only seek the grace and glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, or as they would call God or Jesus Christ. They only seek higher powers when they're in some real deep shit, man. And that's exactly what's going on, man. That's exactly what's going to be going on. All right? So this is, the Lord has Esau in a trick bag. And why does the Lord have Esau in a trick bag? Well, because Esau thinks that he actually has influence and power. But in reality, the Lord is the real puppet master, all right? Controlling his every move, man. All right? So I'd like to give in all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right? Hope this lesson was edifying. And until next time, Shalom.